G'day again to all you members of our community who want to know why we are so unique. Today we are turning another page in our history. It was on August the 3rd, 2006 that 10 of the Glasshouse Mountains, 11 if you count the twins Tumba as 2, which most of us do, were included in the National Heritage Database. The announcement was made at the Glasshouse Mountains lookout by the Prime Minister of the day, the Honourable J.W. Howard. At the time, we were only the 3rd National Heritage listing in Queensland, after the Tree of Knowledge at Buckholden and the Dinosaur Stampede south of Winton. The primary nominator for the application of the listing was local Glasshouse Mountains researcher Beth Hodge. Beth felt that our unique mountains deserve wider recognition and decided to do something about it. So, what are the criteria for the listing? The National Heritage List is a list of places with outstanding natural, Indigenous or historic heritage value to the nation. The Australian Heritage Council assesses if a National Heritage List nominated place is considered to have heritage value and then is required to advise the Federal Minister for the Environment if the place meets one or more of the 9 National Heritage List criteria. Thresholds. As well as assessing a place against criteria for its heritage value, the Council is also required to apply a significant threshold test. This test helps the Council to judge the level of significance of a place's heritage value by asking, how important are these values? To reach the threshold for the National Heritage List, a place must have outstanding heritage value to the nation. This means it must be important to the community as a whole. The key word in this process is national. It is not sufficient for a place to be significant locally or even statewide, unless it is significant nationally. The assessment documentation for this listing consists of 19 pages. So obviously we're not going to cover all of the assessment today. To put it into a nutshell, of the 9 listed criteria, the Glasshouse Mountains passed muster in 3. These were, in Criterion A, geoheritage. The result of this assessment was the conclusion that the Glasshouse Mountains are the best example of exposed subvolcanic landform in the nation. In Criterion C, understanding of Australians' cultural history. Research provided an improved understanding of tectonic plate movement of the Indo-Australian plate. In Criterion E, importance in exhibiting particular aesthetic characteristics valued by a community. The result of Criterion E, the Glasshouse Mountains has strong aesthetic characteristics valued by the broader community, both as a powerful landscape and a defining image. I have not made comment on the 6 criteria that were below the threshold or were not relevant to the final decision. It is a federal government decision to include a place on the National Heritage Database, but once it's there, it is the responsibility of the state government to manage it. We are served well by this listing and are lucky to be able to enjoy for all time this wonderful and significant part of our great country.